Hello everyone. Welcome to Paper Happinessity with Monica. My name is Monica Formosa and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the Wide Bay region of Queensland, Australia, on the east coast here. Today I'm a little bit flustered because I'm having technical issues with my camera stand, and I'm hoping it's going to behave itself because I really don't feel like doing this twice. But anyway, let's fingers crossed, guys, say a prayer or send me positive thoughts that this is going to work. Okay, middle of the month, 15th of November, 16th for us here in the South Pacific, and it's Stampin' Around the World video hop time. And November's theme is celebrations. Now there's a lot of celebrations happening at the moment, especially for those guys up in the Northern Hemisphere, and particularly in America and maybe Canada. We have our Thanksgiving, and we have then our Christmas, and like a couple of weeks beforehand we had Halloween, and New Year. So there's a lot going on. Down here in the South Pacific in Australia, we probably we don't do Thanksgiving, and Halloween is starting to become quite big. But anyway, we're going to be doing something a little bit different, something completely different from that, because we all need birthday cards, don't we? Make a card, send a card, as they say. All right, so please do go in, click into the description box below this video, and there'll be a list of everyone else who's participating. We're from all around the world. We're a mighty creative bunch of gals, demonstrators, and be inspired by what we have created. Yes, and please do give us either a thumbs up or leave a comment if you're inspired by what you see, by what we create. Anyway, for my card, what am I using? Stampin' Cut and Emboss dies, Swirled designs. This is quite a all-purpose, all-occasion set of dies. You have ovals, and you have diamonds, diamonds, stars, and a few other little decorative bits and pieces. It does come with a coordinating stamp set. We're not using that today, but once again, it's nice and handy to have some textured stamps in your stash if you don't already have some. And the Simply Said stamp set for my first card, because it's a celebration theme, I used Let's Celebrate. For this one, I'm using Happy Birthday. Okay, what else do we need? For this particular card, the adhesive sheets is going to be your best friend. It's worth every cent or every dollar or every penny on this particular card. You're going to, well, it will definitely make it easier. If you are lucky enough, press and seal will also be your best friend, your second best friend. It will help, absolutely. Okay, so that's there. And for my sentiment, I've stamped it in Secret C, which is my go-to at the moment for any sentiments. I will show you my card. It's a square one, but we're going to do things a little bit different this time. So I've gone and die cut all those stars and glued them, adhered them onto crumb cake, laid it onto basic white and onto a crumb cake card base, which is 5.5 by 5.5. And that is because I have envelopes in my stash that measures 6 by 6 or something like that, so that it fits into one of those envelopes. Top tip, if you're using 5 stars, you will get 5 stars out of a section of cardstock that measures 3 inches, plus you get little bits that you can die cut extra smaller ones. 5 is probably, well, for a square card, that's all I've used, because I've also put in one in the middle just to pull that design. And I really shouldn't be waffling around too much because we've got a lot to do. Okay, it is going to be a rather long video, so if you want to speed it up, that's fine. That's quite all right. All right, so there's all my die cut stars. For this particular card, you're going to need a crumb cake card base. Now, this is just my regular sized card base. For my inside, I've actually used, let me find, I've actually die cut and used this one here, and we've done the negative, so when you glue it in, it'll show the crumb cake behind it. Okay, so that's for the inside. I've got my piece of basic white for my layer, my matte layer, and then my piece of crumb cake for on top, and then my sentiment, which I've already stamped, trying to save a little bit of time. Okay, my crumb cake layer is, I think that's an inch, no, 3/4 of an inch. 3/4 of an inch smaller on 2 sides. And then my matte layer is at 1/8 of an inch larger than that on 2 sides. So for my card, because I'm in the South Pacific and we use A4, my card size is 4 1/8 by 5 3/4. My matte layer is 3.5 by 5 1/8. And then my crumb cake is 3 3/8 by 5. I am one who uses inches. Even in this metric country, I just find it a little bit quicker and easier and faster and all that sort of jazz, but you, please do you. Okay, I'm going to glue this in. So that's one less thing that's loose on my top of my desk here. I think this has been, let me see if I can find another glue. Here we go. This might work. Now this is part of, let me see, the online exclusives. The new ones that have just been released this month, November. All right, so there's our inner. Okay, the next thing I want you to do, or what we need to do, is we needed to put, I'm not sure whether the camera will pick this up, but what I've gone and done is taken a strip of the adhesive sheets. You get 12 sheets in a pack. They're all stuck together. Let me pull one out. And you can cut them to whatever size you like. Here's a little piece. Let me see if I can get some cardstock. So it comes in a sheet and you can cut it, and then on one side you have these sections. You have these sections that you can just, what you do is you just, yeah, you're supposed to be able to pull the backing off, and then you stick that down on cardstock. I'm going to get, no, let me get some. Here's a scrap of, so you can see. So you peel the back off, you stick this down, I like to do one section at a time. It's just, otherwise you can get yourself, and then you die cut. You use this then as you would, where are my dies? I've got things here everywhere, guys, and I can't find a thing. Where are my dies? Did I put them? Where's my stamps? Did I put them away? No, I don't. Oh, here they are, upside down. All right, so that goes, your sticky side goes down. You run that through as it is, and then what happens is that you get your die cut that you can peel the backing off, and we'll do that in a moment. I will leave that out because we're going to need that. Okay, let me put all that away because we don't need that, and we don't need that. We don't need that. We need our piece of crumb cake, and we're going to just maybe put one in the center. I have got quite a few here because I wasn't quite sure. I know I don't need as much as my square card, which is now missing because I've packed everything up. Oh, here we go. Let me pull this and pull it in front of the camera here so you can see. All right, so now it's just a matter of putting these, arranging these. I should have done this earlier, but I really wanted to show you how I went about it. And then if you want to, you can add a few littlies. And when I die cut these, let me see if I can find a scrap. No, in this one. All right, I'll show you. So when to save a little bit of cardstock, what I did is I die cut the smaller one inside the large one, and that will save you a little bit of cardstock. Now I'm not sure whether I'm going to go do this, or whether I should try and fit in let me, it's a bit like a jigsaw puzzle, that, and then we can go, I'm actually going to use what I cut off over here. Okay, do you understand what I'm trying to do? I hope so. So then we get a piece of our press and seal, and this is great stuff because you can actually use it again and again, and I've got way too much here, but all right, are we happy with that, guys? Does that look all right? And we're going to just put that down like that. And then lift our cardstock off, and now comes the fun part, and you will need to come on, there we go. We take the backing off. The bigger ones are the easy ones. So, has everyone started their Christmas card making, or have you finished your Christmas card? Haven't started? I will say I've had mine and I'm getting ready to post, especially those overseas ones. I'm getting organised to post my overseas cards. I have a few relations and quite a few friends that live overseas that I like to post to. Oh, come on. And there was something else I thought of saying, letting everyone know. And it's completely slipped my mind. If I knew how to edit, I would fast forward this bit. But unfortunately, you get me in real time. I must learn how to edit my videos just a little bit better. Can you hear the baby magpies? We've got them out there squawking, feed me, Mum, feed me. I can see you've got a worm. They are so cute. We feed the magpies. The parents are quite tame, but the little ones are still getting used to us. And it's lovely to see. We live on quite a busy road, so there's a good chance that they won't survive, unfortunately. But yeah, and because we feed them, they don't sweep us. And we also encourage them to come around because we have nasty snakes that like to frequent our yard. So we're hoping that by encouraging the bird life, they will alert us if something happens to wander, not wander, snakes don't wander, if they happen to think that they can come in a bit closer, to a little closer than what I would like. Anyway, okay, so we have this going on, and what I'm going to do now, because those are now sticky from the adhesive sheets, and we're going to just plonk that down and just give those, press those really firmly. Now this probably isn't a card that you would mass produce, but if you've got a special occasion, a 21st or maybe New Year's Eve, I think it would be a great card. Anyway, now what I'm going to do is try and peel that off. Let's go this way. I'm going to go this way. Ooh. And we're going to get, I've got some long scissors here. Oh, that's stuck to my grid paper. All right, so now it's just a matter of, we're going to trim those. And if I've got some of these pieces that I've cut off, I'm hoping I can persuade, not that piece. What's this one? Oh, come on. So we can go kind of like that. What do you think? Yep. There we are. That just fills that gap in there. Right, so we'll keep those pieces because we might need them later on for something else. Oh, don't stick. And the rest is pretty easy, guys. So thank you so much for bearing with me. Like, we really should try and keep these videos a little bit shorter because there are quite a few of us that you need to get through. But the worst is over. So we're just layering this up here onto our white. And using that liquid glue allows me to get all that in place. It's a little bit wide on that side. Can I just pull you across a little bit? Gently persuade. There we go. All right. Those stars have a little bit of sticky left on. We don't need them. Now with these, any left over, you can maybe put them on an envelope. Might be a nice idea if you want to decorate your envelope as well. So there's that. And I'm going to, now if you've got the foam adhesive sheets somewhere in here. So if you've got the foam adhesive sheets, these are a full sheet of foam that you can use. You can just throw that on there if you like, or if you don't have that, let's just pull out our dimensionals, hey? This would be a great time to use up those side bits, which I love. No, let's go. And I am going to use my side bits. All right. And I'm going to put these into the corners. These are also great for your sentiment strips. And I think I might just need to trim this one down a bit more. Yep. And that one. There we go. Will I put that in? Yes, why not? What else do I need to say, guys? I'm not sure, but anyway. I will repeat though, please do go and check out the description box because it'll have a link to everyone else's videos. And once you're finished here, of course, please do support the other guys that are on the team. I'm just adding a little bit of wet glue here just so I can wriggle it around and get it where I need it to be. This way. There's probably no right or wrong. There we go. There's our card and our happy birthday. Now you can go right across. I haven't put any bling on here either because I kind of didn't want to detract from the background too much. You know, go to all that work and then you add a few sparkles and then it's like, oh, what do I look at? Your eye isn't quite sure what's the most important bit. But like I said, it's all about doing what you like, how you like to create. Do I go, that's not even straight because for the life of me. Okay. So we're going to go like happy birthday. Or do I go down a bit further? Maybe there. That looks a little bit more balanced. There we go. There's our card. I hope you've enjoyed that. And there's the inside. So that's your portrait in a regular size. And here's the square one again. And then for the square one, I did use my leftover stars and put that into the center. All right, thank you so much. Are you still with me? Thank you. Thank you for hanging out with me today. And hopefully I'll see you again next time. It's lovely. Welcome to all my new subscribers. I'll say find the word in a minute. My new subscribers, and also a very big thank you to my regular guys too, because without you fellas or without you people, I wouldn't have a little papercraft business. It makes a big difference when you know that you're loved and the cards that you create or the projects you create are inspiring and can be. So I'm really tongue-tied today for some reason. Not really sure why, but anyway. All right, that's it from me. You have a great month and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.